What's up, everyone? It's Jimbo with the Auto Detailing Podcast, back for another daily detail tip brought to you by my inner circle, the detailer inner circle, tips, tricks, marketing, websites, all you need to know to become a better detailer, detailerinnercircle.com if you're interested in finding out more. Now, I'm so excited to share this tip, and it's going to go over a minute. I'm not even going to try to contain it within a minute. So, email marketing has come and gone, right? Or maybe it's still effective. I don't know. But we don't always have our clients' email addresses, and sometimes as detailers, it's kind of awkward to ask for that text or for that email, right? I'm getting ahead of myself there. It's kind of awkward to ask for that email. But we have most everyone's phone number, right? We may not even have their address. We may not have all the info about their car. We probably don't have their email address. But we pretty much always have or can dig up and find customers, past, present, customers' phone numbers. So for a long time, I've been looking for a way to communicate with customers with only their phone number, which is why I've talked a lot about Slydial or Sly Broadcast, both things where you can send. I just saw another podcast title it's direct voice messaging, right? So you can drop a voicemail into someone's voicemail box without it ringing. So no ring messaging or direct messaging via phones is, I guess, what it's called or becoming called or whatever. But another marketing tip that I thought would always be really successful is that if I could text my clients, either future client or not future, or potentially future clients if they scheduled an appointment, or past clients, mainly past clients or current clients, right? So if I'm trying to drum up work or if I'm trying to reach out to my existing database of existing clients, text would be a very effective way to do it. So especially mass text or customizable text or just text messaging in general, because way more effective than email. The open rates are probably through the roof compared to email. And especially if you're doing it in a legit way, it's not going to come across as spammy, and you could get it to come from your number. It's not going to have some shady link in it. It's going to be very authentic and all that. So the problem was I didn't know of any platform that did this, right? Until now, and this got discussed in the Detailer Inner Circle, there is an app in the App Store, and to be totally transparent, I really haven't used it a ton, but I'm definitely going to implement it, and I'll tell you one of the main use cases that I'm going to implement it for. And the app is called HitEmUp. So HITEMUP, HitEmUp, right? And it's a mass text message, totally customizable messaging platform where you could text your clients. And so what I'm going to use this for, and I really just got to my wit's end today with a customer, and this is why I've decided to implement it on every single freaking detail I do, especially for a new client, but even for existing clients too. And I'm going to use the HitEmUp app to send text message reminders. And I don't know, this is where I wish I would have used it a little bit more, and maybe by the time this podcast goes live, I will. But what I'm going to start doing is try to automate a reminder text message the night before scheduled appointments. So what happened was I scheduled an appointment late last week. I scheduled an appointment, showed up early the following week. So I'm talking, I scheduled the appointment Wednesday, Thursday, the previous week to show up Monday, Tuesday. So, not a lot of time that something could go wrong, only to show up and the client say, oh gosh, I forgot to tell you, I already turned the car in. It was going to be a trade-in detail on a lease car, and they, over the weekend, had forgot to let me know that they didn't need the detail anymore. Big, huge bummer. Of course, I take responsibility that I should have confirmed the night before. But again, there wasn't a good messaging platform to do this on until now. So I'm definitely going to start implementing the HitEmUp app to send. And probably what I'll do if it's anything like SlideDial is you can create kind of canned messages. So I'll probably have one that says, hey, quick reminder, or confirming your detail appointment for tomorrow at 9 a.m. If you need to change or reschedule for any reason, please let me know, right? And so that'll be kind of a one time I'll set up that text, and then I'll be able to plug in any numbers that I want, and hopefully even schedule. I mean, that'd be amazing. Again, I haven't used the platform yet, but if you could schedule when those texts go out, that would be awesome, because talking about efficiency and effectiveness, if you can kind of look at your week as a whole and plug in those text messages on certain days and times to remind customers for their appointment the following day, or even later in that day, or maybe you could adjust it to whatever time schedule you wanted, that would be amazing. So hopefully it is like that. I don't know. I'll have to look into that app a little bit more. But anyway, I'm super excited to learn of this app and start implementing it. And so I wanted to kind of pass that on to you guys as a daily detail tip. That app, text messaging app. And of course, that's the main use case I'm going to use it for, but talk about reaching out to past clients and, hey, are you still interested in a detail, or people that you've thrown out quotes to? And again, as you get busier and busier with your detailing business, these actions that you need to, that are kind of getting into running a profitable business and a sustainable business, is you constantly have to keep your pipeline full of clients, right? So you can get in the here and now of today's detail, but if you're not looking at the future details or reminding your past clients or anything like that, that's where we're going to struggle. And I just thought of another use case right then and there. Say you do a client's car and they say, hey, can you remind me in 3 months that I need a detail? You might be able to, and I really hope you can, but I don't know. I really hope you can go into that Hit 'em Up app right then, schedule a text to be, maybe this can be another canned text like, hey, are you ready to schedule your next detail? Or something like that, maybe a little bit more personable. Maybe there's some options that you could put, hey, Karen, ready for your next detail, ? And right then, while you're talking with the customer or right at their house, maybe you could schedule that text message to go out in 3 months or whatever the date is in 3 months. I really hope that's how the app is. If that is, that would be incredible for filling your pipeline for future. So again, not an app that I've played around with a lot, but one app that I'm definitely going to start implementing into my business. I think there is a cost associated with it. I don't know how much it is. If it's anything like SlideDial, it's so minuscule, it's worth it. It's probably going to be like 10 cents a text or something relatively inexpensive. But I would encourage you guys to check it out just like I am. Play with it and see if you could really use it to fill your pipeline and make you a better detailer.